All right, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Carter J, and I got Zone 6 Boxing on the horn. What's up, bro?
What's going on, Carter J? What's happening?
All right, just want to talk some boxing and get your thoughts. Apparently, we got Juan Manuel Marquez versus Timothy Bradley coming up in October. There's been some issues with the drug testing, and apparently Juan Manuel Marquez is refusing one of them. But apparently the fight is still going on, even though that Timothy Bradley requested those in the contract. So, what's your overall entire opinion on this whole situation?
Well, in my opinion, I started by analyzing like the character of each one of the boxers.
Right.
And I started with Marquez first. In my personal opinion, going into the fight, I think it's a great fight for Juan Marquez and Bradley because they both beat Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the political aspects of what happened with Bradley and Pacquiao, but I think it's a good fight for them. Now, as far as the drug testing, from my understanding, Bradley wanted specific, drug testing. Obviously, they can't come to terms with that procedure. I always look at it like this. Your boy Bob Arrow, man, he plays a big role in a lot of that. I'm a big firm believer of that, hey, you should take the test. You need to test it in front of you because there shouldn't be anything that you should have to hide, especially in boxing, because you were held alive in a state. And you don't need a guy coming in on some kind of steroid or performance enhancement drug getting an advantage. But it's kind of messed up how they're trying to get out of the deal, and it kind of concerns me about Juan Marquez's character just a tad bit. And my thing is this: I think Juan Marquez will win the fight either, but it kind of, leave it kind of suspect because now you got Juan Marquez saying, hey, I want to back out of this drug test, which allows for question in his victory against Manny Pacquiao. And that's really why I hate it because it allows subpar fans to come back and say, oh, well, you don't want to piss against Bradley, so you probably was on something when he found Manny Pacquiao. See, so I think that he wants to solidify his legacy, and that's what he's trying to do. So he claims it's Juan Marquez I'm talking about. He needs to take that test to remove any doubt and go in the ring and do what he got to do.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And, in the previous video, you brought up some good points about, drug testing. And I honestly feel, bro, that a lot of this shit could be, handled properly. Because the reality, the issue of it is, man, a lot of the fans, let's say a majority of fans, they don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, they want to see a bloodbath, and then the promoters, all they care about is filling their pockets. So I think all this shit could really be handled if there's a really major set in stone policy that not only affects the fighter but affects the manager, the strength and conditioning coach. I used to be in the Navy for 7 years. And anybody watching that never used to be in the military. They have a very strict drug testing policy, and they have what is called zero tolerance.
Exactly.
So if you get caught one time, it doesn't even matter how you got caught or what you got caught with, because the drug testing is year round, and you never know when they're going to do it. And I think that with boxing, being that it's a life-threatening sport, where every time you go in the ring, you risk, as crazy as it sounds, man, you risk getting killed in that ring, or have some real physical damage. Look what happened to Joel Diaz, Timothy Bradley's trainer. He was a lightweight champion of the world, and he was in a sparring session. He wasn't even a professional fight. He was in a sparring session. And this dude hit him on the head, and he caused him permanent eye damage. And now this dude can't even fight as a professional anymore. That's why he had to go to be a trainer.
Exactly. Good point. Exactly. And I agree with you wholeheartedly because it should be more so. Now I'm gonna tell you this: it ain't like us, we Navy boys or whatever. It ain't gonna be a zero tolerance in boxing because of the simple fact it's too much money,
right?
Too much politics. and it's bigger than just, one guy being banned. They're not going to do that. Now, it should be a three-strike rule, maybe, or two-strike rule implemented into boxing. I don't know. They have to, see, the thing is, they don't have a commissioner, man. It ain't like they got, Roger Goodell and anybody like that. It's just pretty much a whole bunch of, promoters, ex-lawyers, ex-boxers, just pretty much running boxing. It's not like it's one figurehead. It's not like it's like, say, for example, it's not like it's Richard Schaefer. He's the GM of boxing. There's no governing body of boxing. That's why you can have positive tests on steroids, people loading their gloves up and come back, and pretty much all the thing they penalize you with is inactivity and fucking, a fine.
Right.
That's how it works. It's the same thing like playing for the sanctioned body. Like that's why Floyd Mayweather doesn't pay for the belts or anything like that. To wear the strap, you got to pay dues to the sanctioned body. So it's payment. We need. I think it needs to be the GM of boxing person.
Right. Like, look what the show that happened with Margarito. Like when he beat up Cotto with those loaded raps, I thought that he should have been done for good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta imagine this. How many people had Antonio Margarito fought with those little gloves? I mean, he pretty much ruined some Centurion's career. I beating him twice, making him fall off. If it was true that he had him in there, I mean, he could have probably hurt Shane Mosley really bad. He probably really hurt your boy Cotto in his career. He did Paul Williams.
Yeah.
Other people, Joshua Clottey.
Right.
Sergio Martinez. He knocked out Sergio Martinez in 147 back in the day when with a body shot. I want to say in like the 7th round. So you never know how long Antonio Margarito had truly been using those plasters.
Right.
So, this should have been some type of, and it's funny to me how shortly after that, he fights a couple more fights and then he just retires. And
right.
Of course, you're going to retire because they took away your bread and butter, which was your lonely glove.
Right.
So I'm with you on that, man. I just think they need to have random drug testing. I think it needs to be all year round, and I think it needs to be some type of zero tolerance policy, but it's being realistic. Just like I know, Gamboa, which he has, or Andre Berto get caught with steroids or something in their system, they're not gonna just ban them from the sport when this kid or can make more money at least for a couple more fights. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I didn't actually know this myself, but you remember Tommy Morrison, the heavyweight?
Yeah.
I didn't actually know. I forgot where I found this out, man. But I think I found out yesterday that I didn't even know this myself. But he was using PEDs his whole entire career, but he never got caught. So if you really actually think about it, he got more wins than what he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And not just him, man. See, when you do that and you cheat, man, you alter the course of boxing. It's not like football. You don't get to say, okay, this team was cheating. We can put. It ain't like the Saints. See, the Saints paid for their bounty scandal that they had when they was headhunting people trying to hurt people for money, and they paid a price for it. And
right.
then you get to start over. Boxing, you have to keep on striving and keep on moving through that period of your career, and it still never goes away. See, the Saints, I'm just using football as an example because they have an organized system. The Saints come back this year and pretty much dominate the division. That'd be competitive again, but they paid their price last year.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Boxing is you may pay your price last year, but everybody knows that it still is a rollover effect. It's no start over. It's no 0-0 out. You roll with those punches or those damages or those mistakes that you made in your career.
Exactly. And look what the shit that happened with J. Leon Love. He was doing he was saying he was doing some shit to get some I don't remember exactly what it was, but something dealing like with some kind of like water or something that gets water out of the system or some shit. I mean,
that was because he is more so of illegal dietary supplements.
Yeah.
There was performance enhancement. It was more so dietary. And,
right.
And I've heard something and read stuff about undisciplined athletes. They wouldn't have resort to that if they was making weight properly and they was walking around with 3 to 5 pounds within their weight class. But he last minute lacked discipline and pretty much embarrassed himself and got himself under the microscope.
Yeah, I thought Gabe Rosado beat him in that fight.
And that's what's sad about it. And he still got in trouble. But they could have had a rematch. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think they should have a rematch and, rectify that and hopefully he'll be better. I mean, I think it was a real close one. I wouldn't argue either way.
Yeah.
But definitely with the supplement, I mean, he probably wouldn't even made weight in the first place if he didn't have those supplements. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm with you. He probably just didn't want to pay his fine because, he ain't in this when he got that money to go like that.
Exactly. So, with all this being said, man, how do you think this is going to make Juan Manuel Marquez look if he don't take that certain type of drug? I forgot which one he refused. I don't remember off the top of my head, but if he don't take that certain type of testing, how do you think that's going to make him look, and how is that going to affect his legacy?
Well, it's gonna be a constant doubt. It's gonna be a constant. Okay, he was good, but he didn't take the test against Timothy Bradley. It was steroid controversy. People are gonna dub him into the performance enhancement drug period. They wanted to do it initially with the Pacquiao fight because they wanted to justify why Pacquiao had got his head pretty much knocked off. But that's just what people do. And it really hurt people that Pacquiao was destroyed in his fight. And they trying to find an excuse because they're hurt. So they just simply saying it couldn't be. What? The angel must have been in the ring with him. It must have been the moons and the stars of lined up. Oh, no, I know what it was. It was Pebbles. Look how chiseled Marquez is.
Right.
Marquez is allowing people, even though he probably don't care, but I know he does. I'm pretty sure he does. He cares about his legacy because he talks about it. He not taking the test against Bradley, and if he wins, man, it's gonna be something. And then you're not gonna be able to be up there with Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. as one of the greatest Mexican stars of all time. And statistically, Marquez said he wanted to be mentioned in the same breath and wants to kind of be like one of the greatest Mexican boxers of all time. That might not happen if you got a cloud of steroids over you. Now, I still think he'll win the fight, regardless. I don't think he needs anything to beat Bradley because Bradley I don't have the tools to beat Marquez to me, but this steroid definitely will change his victory.
Right, I feel you. I'm still up in the air about that fight. I keep going back and forth because I don't necessarily think that Timothy Bradley's a bad fighter by any. I think they're both, excellent fighters. I think what's honestly is going to happen though is that I think that Timothy Bradley is going to somehow going to find some way to outbox him, and on the scorecards they're going to make it look like he's going to be winning on the scorecards. But I'm sorry, Juan Manuel Marquez is going to outbox him on the scorecard, but I think they're going to give another decision to Bradley, and they're going to hate him even more now because Marquez is on the verge of making history with this fight. It's not no like ordinary fight, you know what I'm saying? This is like there's a lot on the line in this fight, you know what I'm saying? And I think honestly, for Timothy Bradley's sake and his own personal well-being, he needs to go up in there and fight this dude very smart and I'm not saying that he will, but he needs to go in there and box this dude decisively. And I don't think he can knock out Marquez, but I'm speaking for his own personal, well-being. He needs to go in there and fight this dude smart. That way, when the decision comes, they can't really hate him if he gets a really decisive, decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sure. You know what, man? Timothy Bradley, Juan Marquez got a lot of hits, but Timothy Bradley, I think Juan Marquez won. I wouldn't be mad if Timothy Bradley or Marquez won. I'm just going with Juan Marquez based on his style. I believe Timothy Bradley is on a decline. Juan Marquez has had more fights than Wilson than him. He's had, 3 fights? This will be his 4th. Timothy Bradley's had 2. This will be his 3rd.
Third, right.
Timothy Bradley has declined in each one of his performances. It's gotten worse and worse. He had a controversial, oh my God, he really didn't beat Pacquiao. Oh my God. Then he went to pretty much being knocked out on his feet. He's pretty much one more fight away from being taken out on the stretcher.
Right.
And I don't buy the game that Timothy Bradley is rejuvenated and he's back. I believe he's gonna get in there, and I think he's gonna try to show some heart. And I believe that Juan Marquez, if he boxes like he normally does, which is counterpunching and being smart, I believe that he will beat him. And if y'all notice, man, to me, it seems like ever since Juan Marquez fought Floyd Mayweather, he's gotten better.
Right.
To me, it seems like ever since he lost to Floyd Mayweather, it's like he was like, wow, this is the hardest guy in boxing to beat. It made Pacquiao, because I believe he won that third fight against Pacquiao.
Yeah, I did too.
Pacquiao, so he won a fight with Floyd Mayweather. But then, when he obviously fought him again, he knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? It seems like this Juan Marquez has got better than me, personally.
Yeah, and I think if you fight somebody a fourth time, you're gonna know like their how to exploit them, and eventually get their weaknesses. I think Marquez is a better fighter than Pacquiao. I think it's just like the styles. You know what I'm saying? Because Pacquiao is more of an aggressive come forward fighter, and Marquez just knows how to counterpunch all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, now remember now, Bradley does the same thing, and Bradley moves and stuff too, but Bradley will sit there and hang in with you, exchange a couple of times, and he doesn't have power.
Right.
Now, if you want to exchange with Juan Marquez, man, because you'll get countered, and then if they let Marquez get away or get off the hook with his steroid testing, and he has something in his system or he has that extra edge, Bradley might be finding himself knocked out.
Exactly.
I'm going on based on I'm going on him if Bradley is asking for steroid testing, because obviously Timothy Bradley steers the power of Juan Marquez. See, Timothy Bradley don't say this before too. This is how I know he steers the power of Juan Marquez. Good. That doesn't mean Juan Marquez still shouldn't take the test. Now, I understand what Juan Marquez is doing. He's like, man, this guy not going to punk me. I will take a steroid test, but he's not the boss. He's not. I've earned the right to be the boss. I get it. I get the ego in there. But Timothy Bradley also put his foot in his mouth before by talking about, I take everybody. Everybody's on some steroids. I take all of them taking something. And before he fought Pacquiao, he's going to tell me he going to need to be on something to beat me. And now he won't drug testing. Same thing with no ethos in there. I don't take drug testing all year round. I never ask my opponent to take it, or I won't ask my opponent to take it. Now he's saying he won't rig it out and take it. They have it. See, these guys just be talking out of their ass, man. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's going to be a good fight, man. I just hope Marquez could come to his senses and take the test and hope the fight happens with no bullshit, because I'm really looking forward to this fight, man. And yeah, that's it right there. I'm gonna close the video. I'm gonna include a link to Zone 6 Boxing's page. If you guys are not subscribed to him, go check out his page and subscribe to him. And we'll probably try to bring you guys some more videos down the road. You got any last words you want to add?
That's it, man. Zone 6, come out.
All right, man. I appreciate the time, man, and I'll get back with you again.
All right, no problem. All right.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.